สวัสดีครับ Good morning and thank you for joining us on Newsline. We're airing live on NBT Radio Thailand FM 88 and NBT World. Today is Sunday, May 3rd, and you're with me, Surapal Lautaranarit. As usual, welcome to today's segment of Thailand Moves Forward. First up, the Prime Minister has insisted on providing support to the private sector in order to maximize their benefits from the ASEAN economic community. The Prime Minister Prayut Chan-o-cha said on a national television program regarding the 2015 ASEAN Summit that the government has discussed with private sector delegates on the direction the government will be taking in supporting the Thai private sector on the global stage. He said that the government will provide support to the private sector to receive maximum benefits from the ASEAN economic community through the facilitation of trade and investment. Support has commenced in many areas, including the improvement of customs posts, the simplification of customs procedures, and the infrastructure development that has proceeded up to 80% already. The Prime Minister then said that the government has proposed an ASEAN brand campaign to raise the global awareness of ASEAN products, the creation of a young generation farmers group called Smart Farmer, and a plan to support young entrepreneurs. Prime Minister Prayut Chan-o-cha has pledged to bring about better work conditions and safety for Thai workers during his May Day speech. Prime Minister Prayut began his speech by thanking all workers for their roles in moving the country's economy forward, and then spoke about the government's ambition to improve workers' well-being and job security to prepare them for future changes. At the local level, General Prayut said the government had been focusing its attention on fair treatment and protection of employees in line with the international practice by instructing factories and companies to follow its guidelines. The Cabinet also approved a draft royal decree regarding the establishment of the Thailand Institute of Occupational Safety and Health. At the regional level, General Prayut said the government did attach great importance to the improvement of Thai workers' abilities in various areas, particularly vocational skills, IT, and foreign languages. The Minister of Labor said he has not yet rejected the proposal for a minimum wage increase, but is now taking into consideration all aspects of the labor market. Labor Minister General Surasak Kanchanarat recently received an 11-point petition from labor groups and has vowed to consider all proposals appropriately. Among the petitions are the demand for the minimum wage to be raised from 300 baht per day to 360 baht, as well as the demand that Social Security privileges be redeemable at all hospitals. The Labor Minister affirmed that the government has not ruled out a wage increase, but is refraining from making a decision as it must first study its implications on the state and employers. The Minister's Committee on Wages has now been tasked with conducting the implication study. The labor groups have also called on the government to ratify Conventions 87 and 98 of the International Labour Organization, as it would demonstrate Thailand's commitment to ensuring labor rights according to international standards. The Thai Ministry of Foreign Affairs has confirmed Thailand is continuously assisting the quake-hit Nepal, and the country's communication is not down, but connection has been patchy due to aftershocks. Spokesman of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Sek Wanamethi, said no more Thai people in Nepal had requested the ministry to help them return to Thailand. A team of 81 people sent to Nepal by the Thai government had been dispatched to various areas to help the quake affected on a continuous basis, said the spokesman. Today, the Thai Red Cross Society will send more doctors to Nepal. The spokesman added that the Royal Thai Armed Forces has set up a communication system, including satellite TV and internet, as well as roaming SIM cards in the country. He said there were only slight problems which had been caused by aftershocks. The Royal Thai Navy has pointed out that the transport of relief items to Nepal by boat, as suggested by the Ministry of Interior, could be laborious due to the country's landlocked location. Thai Navy Commander-in-Chief Admiral Graisorn Jansuwanit says sending supplies to Nepal by boat would take a much longer time than airlift, since the South Asian country had no marine transport route. The nearest seaport to Nepal is in India, which is around 1,000 kilometers from the quake-hit country. The Ministry of Interior earlier gave an idea of transporting relief items by boat, as C-130 aircraft could deliver only a limited amount of supply. In response to the suggestion of the Interior Minister, Admiral Graisorn said the Royal Thai Navy would be ready to carry out the humanitarian mission. He nevertheless highlighted the difficulty of finding vehicles to transport supplies from the Indian seaport to affected areas where gasoline is reportedly scarce. Admiral Graisorn disclosed that the Royal Thai Navy was contacting the Indian counterpart to seek India's help regarding land transport to Nepal. Communities in Nepal's mountainous Makwanpur district have been waiting for aid since the devastating 7.8 earthquake struck the country a week ago. The area is not very accessible. There is only one dirt road that links them to the rest of the country. The residents feed themselves with what they grow and rely on the men working in Kathmandu to bring back money. Plan International, an aid organization focusing on the well-being of children, reached the area to assess the essential needs of the badly affected community. According to the organization's estimates, 55,000 people have been affected by the earthquake in Makwanpur, with 10,000 houses either entirely destroyed or unsafe to live in. General Thanasak Patimaprakorn, Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Foreign Affairs, reaffirmed the Thai government's commitment to enhancing Thailand-UN partnership and cooperation in line with the United Nations Partnership Framework, or UNPAF 2012 to 2016. The statement was made at a bilateral meeting between General Thanasak and Mr. Hao Liang-su, Assistant Secretary General, Assistant Administrator and Director of the Regional Bureau for Asia and the Pacific of the UNDP. Both sides talked about the new UNPAF, saying it should focus on strengthening Thailand's competitiveness, education, and innovation for sustainable development, as well as support Thai role in the international stage. The emphasis of the discussion also included the UNDP strategic plan to use the regional office in Bangkok as the regional hub for the Asia-Pacific region. The meeting was also attended by Mr. Luke Stephen, UN Resident Coordinator and UNDP Resident Representative, and Mr. Martin Hart Hansen, UNDP Deputy Resident Representative. The Department of Fisheries will introduce the port-in, port-out system on May 6th in its attempt to resolve illegal, unregulated, and unreported or IUU fishing in Thailand. Dr. Warapon Prompot, Deputy Director General of the Department of Fisheries, said the system will first be piloted on fishing vessels on 30 tons gross or more. She said that they will be required to notify authorities both before leaving and when returning from the sea voyages within 24 hours. They are to reveal the number of people working on board, the type of equipment they use, and the species of their catch.
Well, the Thai fishing industry right now, we're quite well aware on the situation that they have to really come and try to comply with the measures that the Department of Fisheries has outlined under the roadmap to combat IUU fishing, in particular the way of requirement on the monitoring and control and surveillance, and also the port in and port out control, as well as to require them to equip with the vessel monitoring system, and also in terms of the reported, in terms of submitting the logbook report that catch when they after their fishing operation. And these really require for the fishing vessel that larger than 30 gross tonnage that fish in the Thai waters. And for those who fish in the international waters that flying Thai flag, they also have to perform under these particular measures as well.
She is confident that the system will soon have the fishing industry under control, as fishing vessels, their operators and workers are obligated to obtain a license and work permits before they are allowed to leave the shore. The President of the National Legislative Assembly, or NLA, says a revision of the 2014 interim constitution is needed if a public referendum is to be staged. NLA President Pornphet Vichit-Cholachai said the interim constitution has not authorized the NCPO chief to hold a public referendum for the draft constitution, but gives the NCPO and the cabinet the power under Section 46 to propose charter amendments to the NLA for approval. So the decision to make changes to the new constitution solely rests on the lawmakers. He concluded that if a referendum is to take place, the provisional charter must be amended first through the utilization of Section 46. He added that Section 44 of the interim charter has been designed as a tool for the NCPO to carry out the three-step roadmap to its goals, not for the NCPO chief to use power more than that invested upon him by the Constitution. Mr. Pornphet also seconded Prime Minister Prayut Chan-o-cha's comment that the issue concerning referendums should not be raised at the moment and will not be discussed at the next Five Rivers meeting. The Bangkok Comic-Con and Anime Festival Asia, the biggest pop culture event in Asia, is being held for the second year in Thailand. Khun Niranut Traijakwunit has the details.
Bangkok Comic-Con celebrates the best in pop culture from movies, animation, and comics, and also offers a platform for Thai fans and industry players to come together. The Bangkok Comic-Con returns after a phenomenally successful event in Bangkok last year. The event is packed with amazing exhibitions, displays, and activities from major Hollywood movie studios, including Warner Brothers, 20th Century Fox, and DreamWorks. Anime Festival Asia is a premier Japanese anime event. It is a popular event that has been held annually in Singapore since 2008. Ong'at Prapakamon, the managing director of BC Taro True Visions, and Sean Chin, the director of Anime Festival Asia, gave us an exclusive interview about the event.
So I think this is a good sign that what we are doing is really catching or fulfilling what they wanted here in Thailand. I must say that this would be the best in terms of Hollywood, characters, all the animations, and so the best in terms of the Japanese artists, anime song singers, the backstage artists and all that.
Well, anyone who loves watching a movie, anyone who's into comics, that loves watching animation, be it Western or Eastern. I think this is the event that you shouldn't miss at all, actually. And I think this is the first time that such an event is being done, not only in Bangkok, but really in Asia, or I could say even the world. It's the first time where it's not just about Japanese content or Western content. It's the best of everything from all around the world.
Bangkok Comic Con is an event that is truly combines the best exhibitions and activities from Hollywood studios, Japanese animation studios, and Thai animators, including top TV networks such as HBO with Game of Thrones and Fox International with The Walking Dead. Mr. Popman, a professional comic book artist who has been drawing for Marvel, talked more about his work experience as the only Thai person working for Marvel.
Right now, I'm trying to establish a studio in Thailand because at Marvel DC, they have these other studios from other countries like Philippines and Brazil that are pretty big over there, and they're pretty much taking over. And it really makes me mad, or I get really frustrated because I know that we Thais have the ability. We just need the opportunity, and I'm here to gather all the people who are interested to work in the industry and go fight all of them and show that we're number one in the world.
This year, Bangkok Comic Con and Anime Festival Asia together are the ultimate festival and an event that fans of both Eastern and Western pop culture shouldn't miss. The event, held at Bitek Bang Na, is packed with meet and greet opportunities, special Hollywood guests, and live show. For more information, please visit www.bangkokcomiccon.com. I'm Niranut Traijakwanit reporting.
A very interesting event to check out this weekend. And that's the end of today's edition of Thailand Moves Forward. We'll take a quick break now, but before that, let's take a look at the exchange rates and commodity prices.
Congratulations, and may you continue to do so. My best wishes to you all.
I would also like to congratulate. You are doing excellent work, and you are really contributing greatly to our, as Farang's, understanding of Thai society. Thank you very much.
In the occasion of 82 years of Public Relations Department, I wish you the best. Keep on the great work.
Nepal has recently been hit by a massive 7.8 magnitude earthquake. The disaster has caused great damage to the country. Thousands of people lost their lives. Thousands of people lost their family. Thousands of people lost their homes. Millions of people are still in dire need of support. You can lend a helping hand by donating to these accounts.
We have received many calls offering help in kind, means trying to send goods, and they are asking how we can help. We are really humbled by the offer of the government and the people of Thailand for our people in Nepal, and we highly appreciate it.
To maintain a strong nation, Thailand is promoting 12 core values for the good of the people. The 11th core value: keeping physical and mental strength, unyielding to evil powers or desires, having a sense of shame over guilt and sins in accordance with religious principles.
Welcome back. You're watching Newsline. The Federation of Thai Industries, or FTI, has indicated that the Thai auto industry needs more labor, urgently seeking to fill 200,000 positions to achieve 3 million vehicles per year. Vice President and spokesperson of the FTI's Automotive Industry Club, Surapong Phaisit Pathanapong, has revealed that the auto parts industry in particular is severely in need of personnel, from production engineers to assembly line workers. Mr. Surapong said that in order for the nation's auto industry to achieve production of 3 million cars a year by 2017, it needs to recruit an addition of 200,000 workers. He stated that the FTI has initially signed a memorandum of understanding with the Education and Labor Ministries on organizing labor development seminars and supplying the high-demand labor market. And on the global front, Britain's Duchess of Cambridge, the wife of Prince William, gave birth to a daughter on Saturday. A ceremonial town crier, Tony Appleton, announced on the steps outside the private Lindo wing of St. Mary's Hospital, West London, that the Duchess, known as Kate, had given birth to her second child.
Oh yay! Oh yay! Oh yay! On this day, the 2nd of May, in the year 2015, we welcome with humble duty the second born of their Royal Highnesses, the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge. The Princess is born in line to the throne. May our Princess be long-lived, happy and glorious, and one day long to reign over us. God save the Queen.
The baby weighed 3.7 kilograms and William was present at the birth, Kensington Palace said in a Twitter statement. Kensington Palace said on Twitter that Her Royal Highness the Duchess of Cambridge safely delivered a daughter at 8:34 a.m. She gave birth some 2 hours and a half after having been admitted in the early stages of labor to the private Lindo wing of St. Mary's Hospital, West London. Both families of the couple had been informed, it said, including the new baby's great-grandmother, Queen Elizabeth, her grandfather, Prince Charles, and William's brother, Prince Harry. The princess is fourth in line to the throne after Charles, William, and her older brother, George. Manny Pacquiao weighed in 1 pound lighter than American Floyd Mayweather after the Filipino was welcomed by deafening cheers from its supporters. Pacquiao, with a record of 57, 5-2, and 38 knockouts, tipped the scales at 145 pounds in front of a massive crowd at the MGM Grand Garden Arena, where fans purchased $10 tickets to gain entry. Undefeated Mayweather, with a record of 47-0 and 26 KOs, a 2-1 favorite for what has been billed as the fight of the century, was weighed second, hitting the scales at 146 pounds for the scheduled 12th-round mega bout. The showdown between the two best boxers of their generation has been more than 5 years in the making and is expected to be the biggest grossing prize fight of all time. The bout will be broadcast live on Channel 7 at 10 a.m. And that's it for today's edition of Newsline. For any comments or suggestions, please feel free to email them to us at newsline.nbt@gmail.com. You can also follow us on Facebook or simply drop by our website at thainews.prd.go.th/newsinc. And for today, we're going to say goodbye with a festival which was held in dedication to hardworking donkeys in Mexico. I'm Surapat Lautaranarit. Thank you for joining us and have a nice day. สวัสดีครับ